G'day taxpayers. It's not that the Reserve Bank will adjust interest rates on the back of consumer sentiment and the business survey, but the numbers that we've just seen out earlier this morning were consistent with the RBA falling further and further and further behind the curve in terms of interest rate cuts. So consumer sentiment ticked up 0.5% in the month, but still lower than it was 6 months ago. So those rate hikes are having zero effect on consumer sentiment, or actually they're not encouraging it to increase to a level of optimism. So consumers are still pessimistic on average, and there's no evidence that they're getting towards an optimistic tone. And when consumers are pessimistic, they don't spend as much as when they're optimistic. It's pretty simple. More worrying was the business survey from NAB. Business conditions was down to zero. The net balance is zero, which is a 4.5-year low. And if we take out the pandemic period, for obvious reasons, we've got business conditions at their lowest level in about a decade. So that's not good news, that the business sector's feeling pretty glum. And when we look at the various subcomponents in the business survey, trading conditions down, profits down, employment down, buying and selling prices, so the leading indicator of inflation, you got it, both down. So these numbers just reiterate the news that we've seen on economic growth, consumer spending, on business investment, on inflation, on employment, that there's a clear period of economic funk occurring. RBA behind the curve. They meet in about a month's time. They've got to cut. They've got to go 50. They've got to get rates back to neutral, and that implies doing some heavy lifting and just moving rates so that the economy doesn't get any worse in the second half of this year.